I've been trying this shower out now this last while. Trying to break away. There's good news and there's bad news with it, and there's good news and there's bad news. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. I might get a tie shortly. But I'll tell you what it is. It was -3 outside. And I'm keeping this in here so the temperature is in here. This place is not heated. And I want to see what the difference these panels make with the outside temperature. And I literally left the shower one day, we didn't shower in at all. See how cold it would get after 2 nights. There was a couple of nights at -3. And it's freezing now from about 4 o'clock. It's mild now today. But so this in here was outside -3, in here was 4 degrees. So if it got down to -6, -7 outside, and in here it still didn't freeze, that'd be perfect. Like, well, postman must have yesterday. They wouldn't leave me parcel. My normal postman's there today. No bother with him. But I'll tell you what I've noticed. More than powerful enough, but because it's so much cold outside, instead of being there, I would jack the heat up a bit. And it's not near full, but she's running a lot hotter. She's burning me wall, so she is. Burning the wall. And it's also melting this on here. I tell you another fault I have wet. This is all experimental, like. That's only carpet grips there, like. And the very start when I had a shower, she wasn't burning as hot. If outside it's 10 degrees, whatever, it's not burning as hot. Outside is -3, she's burning a lot hotter to heat the water up. And then straight after it finishes, I would close this, which is sort of melted on now. So if you're having a normal shower, normal weather, it's not hot enough to melt on. But when it's really, really cold weather, she's super hot, and I would close that right away. The good news is I got a coffee table, so I'm going to cut a hole in here now and put a glass top on it. I needed a coffee table to get the glass top off it to put a skylight on. So I'm going to have to move this across here now. I'm not going to change this roof because it's still experimental. I'm going to cut the hole bigger. I'm going to try and I need a piece of metal to run between these runners. So I need to get that away from the wall. The wall's probably stained now anyway, like. I don't think I'm going to get that wee bit off. I'll put a couple of flowers or something on it. That's the outer plastic, that peels off anyway. So that's okay. But she's actually changing my wall a wee bit. Is there vents on the side? So I'm going to cut the roof first because she's screwed onto this top board. And shift this over. Apart from that, it's working out well. I forget the floor and all tiling on. Even in the -3 outside, I'm able to dry myself and on here. Without that, the steam is cleared before I open the door to go into the bedroom. There's the wee coffee table I got there. Glass top off already. She's pretty heavy, £15 on Facebook. Nephew, he got it for me. House in the Craig, like. But of the city I've never been in before. So here's my problem here now. Oh, there's the glass tabletop. It's solid. So I'm going to cut a hole and have that in there. The hole will be slightly smaller. I'll let it light then. Yeah, see my roof's melted now. It's just sort of stuck a wee bit. So I need to cut this hole bigger now. Take this off, move it across and replace that. It's dry today, so I might just do it now. So how's that there, boys? There, shower wheel from the shower. I'm about to take the roof off today and put the glass in. That's good timing there. So I wanted a shower wheel like you get in a caravan. Caravan, the wheel goes up next to the roof. I want something like that. But I was just looking at the way my roof's on at the minute, and because it's on a temporary board, it's not actually long enough to hold this whole rail. So I don't know what's going on. I wonder how they got it bent. Like, it seems pretty hard plastic. So that screws directly to the roof, and then your wee runners go onto it, and then the curtains go onto that. So I think that would be the best job I can get. I want to put a shower curtain over the back door, so the back door doesn't get soaked. I'll set away for a shower curtain, only £6, and you can't get what do you call that black stuff on it. So that'll be coming next week. I'm just going to do a wee video installing the shower wheel I got from Amazon. Plain brown box, absolutely nothing on it, no brand name. But at the end of the day, we don't need no brand names. If it does the job, it does the job. So the rail comes rolled up, tied together with these tie clips. You have to break off, and then you have to unroll it. So how easy is it to unroll? It's pretty tight, you know. It would be hard to get it. You know, the thing is, when you put the wee fasteners on the roof, that'll keep it straight, but it's going to be hard to get a dead straight run of that. But I don't need a dead straight run. That just clips in there. Take the plastic off. So I'm going to use it in this wee shower that I'm making here. This is all temporary. But the thing is now, I sort of need the shower curtain up here. So it's going to have to leave the roof and sort of free hang until I get something permanent done. Don't need a shower curtain down this side. You know what's going to be awkward? I need a piece of wood. Maybe I'll just put a new piece of wood on the full size of what I need. Might just do that, you know. Put a brand new sheet of wood and the curtain rail can come right up to the end. So here's the second version of my roof now. The wood goes the full size. That's a coffee table lid. I've used only door hinges. Brass hinges would have been better. That's all I have. And I used the things you use for carrying number plates. They're the most powerful double-sided sticky things. There should be also more line about that. They're the things you stick on number plates. They're far more sticky than the things you buy in DIY stores. And the whole idea is air gets through all the time. And if I want then, I can open it up. So I need some mechanism now to hold it open. So after I've had a shower, it can be left in the open position. I put wee pads on the corners, but that'll be after it's painted. Still have to put on a wee steel flap for here. I'm running out of time, it's getting dark. So I need to lift that up there now and tap that roof while the glass is on this without breaking it. So £15 coffee table, that's going to transform it. The disadvantage with glass now is apart from the fact that spiders, if that was solid wood, spiders could walk in, but why would a spider walk in? There's no need to walk in. But now there's glass in it and there's light, spiders will go on, they put on a web. That happens anywhere you get glass and light. Spiders always spin a web. So, but if it's left in the open position most of the time, then the wee buggers will go elsewhere. So get this roof up now. It's just a pity I didn't get these metal flaps on. I have to look for, I can't see a piece of metal anywhere. See like something like a nice piece of metal of a coal bunker or something. But everything's plastic nowadays. I'm still had to put a bit of an air gap between this here and that to allow this mechanism to move. So I'd rather get air on all around because it doesn't have to be watertight. The only thing it has to keep the water out is the water of the shower. But it doesn't matter if rain comes in sideways, it's not going to do no harm. Not me wanting to get all this sanded down and painted. There's no point because there could be a third prototype coming. I don't know. I'll see if this one works. If it doesn't work, there'll be a third one. I have one more bit of wood left for a third go. After that, that's it finished. So there's the first go there. First prototype. Second one. Don't think we need a third, but if we do, it's there. I've updated my shower here. I put a shower curtain, so when I go to the shower at night time now, the water doesn't hit the back door. It's on the roof. I've sent away for a shower. That was lying in the house. It's a cheap very shoot thing. I've sent away for one on Amazon. I get it this week. I've put the glass roof on. Glass roof was a £15 coffee table and it's hinged. So I need some way now of having it so I can wedge it open. That's the wee flap now. I've upgraded the flap so the heater doesn't melt it. Got my wee displays up now. I put the carbon monoxide detector over there, tied up the hoses. Temperature has been knocked out. That was... Look at the heat in here, boys. Look at the heat. You wouldn't believe it in here. You think it's cold having a shower outside? I still left the gap this shower wheel was rolled up, and so she's got two kinks in it. Like, it's going to take a while for it to free up and get rid of the wobbles. It wasn't on a straight pole, like, but it does the job anyway. I didn't put no fasteners there. I think they brought it out a fastener. So that's the job now, like. So the heater started melting the wall, like, so I had to move it across. So time will tell now. I'll put a couple of wee felt things in that so that the glass doesn't make a noise when you bang it down. But I need some way of, I can put a block of wood in the meantime, but I'd like some kind of mechanism. So when it's not being used, like now in the ones, I can have it up like that. I'd like it open most of the time. Let the air gets round. I might get the floor tiled now in the Christmas holidays. I'm off over a week at Christmas, so I'll tile the floor then. So that cheap curtain doesn't look too good. It's very, very thin. They couldn't make it any cheaper. I've been using this shower now, must be a month or more. Trying different weather. There's a storm outside now. It's after 12 o'clock. There's a storm outside. And it's the first time this carbon monoxide detector has had a reading. It's gone back down again, 100 and something. The alarm didn't go off. But when the gust comes, it's blowing the fumes in here. So we see now to put the shower back on again. We all steam up here now, boys. I'll get myself all soaked up here, come back to this. So here you see now, you hear the noise of the burning changer when the gust comes. Not everybody's going to be having a shower during a storm right now. Oh, fuck's sake, let's turn it off, turn it off. So that big gust there, she shot over the 200. Okay. Fuck's sake, someone's showering like I said, wait, suffocate. So there we go. I should have enough air in there now. So there's a plummet. For fuck's sake, I was over 100 earlier on. It was alright. Shut up now, like the neighbours are blowing out of the bed. It's overdoing it now, like it's overdoing it. 65. So you get the idea. The only thing is I've still got a bit of soap on myself. Don't open that too much in case the thing wraps up with the wind. We're down now to a safe level. So, it's dodgy to use of storms. That good big gust just blew the fumes right down in. We're down to 33 now. Forgot the name of the storm, but this is a proper storm this time. This is not your wee tiny one. This is a proper amber boy here. The shower curtains are blowing. The shower curtains are blowing. When it goes down to zero, I'll do a quick rinse off. Freezing stand here now. 14 degrees. Well, I'll go down to zero and I get the rest of the shower done. So that is a job, anyway. It works well except storms. Be careful with storms. But if I didn't have that, you wouldn't know. It's nice, safe to breathe again. So a wee quick shower down now. I'll be a quick 1 minute job now. Get the last of the soap off. Today I'm going to tile this shower floor. Sort of the last thing it needs done. Because that's the original concrete path. That's the original path underneath that. When I moved into the house, I hired this up so my mother could get in and out of the house when she wanted to visit. I think she only came in twice. But it was raised up anyway. And I was going to take the whole thing away to make the new floor for the shower, but I went to break it up. It's impossible for me to break up. When I used concrete, I don't do, if I had put like a wee vapor barrier on originally, piece of plastic, and then the concrete, so it would have broke up easy. But what I do is to save cement, this is all hand mixed, electric mixer. And what I would do then is I would mix cement, put down a layer, throw in rubble, stones, breeze blocks, bricks, whatever crap I can get, another layer of cement, more stones, another layer of cement, and build it up. Save cement. See, when you go to break it up, far tougher than it would be if you had pure cement, because you're running all this crap. So I ended up, I cut out the shape of the shower, but I cemented in that there with quick drying cement to hold these panels in place, but it wasn't square at the end, and I didn't know I was going to put a drain. I'm not putting the drain in now, I'm leaving it open. Because of the gas shower, you need a hole for a gas fallout if it should the gas cylinder leak. So I've put in this quick drying cement now. When that dries in, I'm going to make another trough out of tile. So I'll put more quick drying cement in there to make the angle for the water to run down. And so while that's setting now, I'm going to cut a few tiles for the down bit. I thought what I'd do then is I might paste on these up tiles first to get it square. The tiles have got up and down the ways, and then the quick drying cement goes in front of that. And then I want this floor raised up on a hill. I want it high at the back, low at the front. So I'm going to have to build up. But I don't want touching the door frame in case sometimes the door has to come out. So the full tiles will be in the front, and then half tiles at the back. So when I cement it, I'll cement it separate. So I'll put a wee batten of wood across the tile. This is one piece, tile that separate, and then you go to break that up so I come away without wrecking the whole floor. That's the idea. Well, if I do it in one piece, you go to break it up, say you want a new internal door, it'll be a disaster. So I don't know how long it's going to take out the hard now, because I wasn't able to fill the hole up with water as you're supposed to do. All I could do is put the cement in, poke holes on my finger, and hope that the water got there. But found this tile cutter in the shed. I knew we had one somewhere. It must be 20 years since that's been used. Electric tile cutter, bought in B&Q. That'd be the old B&Q in London day, before the new one, and the new one is long gone. So we're going back a bit there. I already used that for my mother's kitchen. So it's over 20 years old. But our electric things should start up. And so I'll cut the wee upright tiles roughly first, get them all the same size. The good thing about that, it's handy because it's like a circular saw. You set this, and you can, once you set it for one, you cut a whole pile. And then I'll cut the tiles for the drain going down the way. So I'll start off by doing the drain. Sort of have to anyway, because I'm working my way back. It's only been 15 minutes. I'm going to ease this off to see what there is to see. And she's stuck there, boy. So she's holding. So I'm going to squirt a wee bit more water in that there now. Do you know what would be handy? If I could plug that up and fill this up with water, that'd be a better job there, you know. I'll block that wee hole up temporary and just flood this. Because you want the water to try and seep in. Maybe it's too late now, but right, this thing hasn't gone in over 20 years. Will it start? Will it not? I've set it for 4 inches roughly. Just a slight slither below 4 inches. So we'll see what happens now. Will it start? A lot of people think they can't DIY, and then what they do then, they go out and they buy the cheapest crap things and they make a mess. So I've always got the theory, if you're doing a big DIY project, the money you spend on your project, you can afford to spend 10% of that in tools. So if you're doing a big tiling job, you can buy one of these. If you're only doing a wee couple of tiles, you wouldn't. You use a cutter. The advantage of these here is you can cut round sockets, you can cut squares out to go round sockets. You can't do with a normal tile thing, but it speeds things up because now I can do piles of them the same. Check it's the right size now, and if it is, I'll just cut it off 4 or 5 to see it. So when I stick this on here now, I'll be it's not touching the ground because I'm going to higher that ground up. So we're going to have to get this dead square going by the tile teaser. So that's my hardest bit. Once that's glued on, I'll then put more quick drying cement in here to make a ramp, and then I'll put other ones in going flat the way, which will go downhill to run the water out that hole. Now in theory speaking, there's nothing stopping mice coming in that hole, but you got to ask yourself, why does a mouse want to come in? It's coming in for heat, it's coming in for shelter, it's coming in for food. A plain white box doesn't give it that. So if a mouse ran in here, run back out. Runs out that door to run back out. It's not going to make a nest or nothing like that. The air blows through this box. And if you want it, you could use a car sponge. Put a car sponge there. But I would say, you know the filters you get for garden ponds? They're like a mesh. If I get something like that, if I do have problems with wee snails all coming in, I'll probably get like a mesh you get for pond filters. Because that will allow the gas, if it leaks, to go through it and stop wee critters getting in. But so far there's no insects or nothing here. I'll say if I get insects, it's going to be through this glass. I've left gaps all around here, so there's nothing stopping a spider walking in there. Let's let the air in. But if I had a light on in here, the spiders would come in, because you got light and you got cobwebs. If there's no light on in here and the light's outside, they probably won't come in, because the spiders are only going to come in if they can get food. If there's no flies flying around, it's no good to a spider. There's just something I'm noticing here. All the dust is blowing out of here. To me that looks like water goes in there. And then I was reading the label. Tire cutter wet wheel. So I reckon I must put water in there. That stops the dust flying. Keeps that wheel wet as well. So I can't remember. Must be water goes in it. I'm going to get a wee jug of water and I fill up that trough. See what happens. So I'll put a jug on there, let's see what happens. Oh, look at me. Fuck's sake. So what? She's a wet wheel. That button had a waterproof cover on it. It's gone missing. So that keeps the dust down. That makes a great job there with the dust down. But I don't know how much water you put in it. Do you put it in so it's all full, or do you just pull it in as long as the water keeps coming out? I don't know. But that's enough anyway. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more to do. The buttons still have plastic on them, so that has the waterproof cover on them. That must be just a wee guard that be happening the on off. So that's the uprights done now. I'll get them glued on. I might get my dinner first with that cement hardens a bit more, and then when my dinners aren't cooking, I'll cut the flat tiles to go down the back.